Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires replay. So on the bottom right side as the blue Mexicans, we have Dori. On top left side as the red Dutch, we have KLauS117. He's immediately eyeing for a trade post. And what do you think? Who do you think the Mexico will revolt to? After all, I always like to say Mexicos tend to have Age 4 more common than Age 3 thanks to revolts. No deck selected just yet. More here. When it comes to natives on the map, we do got the Berbers, my favorite natives, which can give you access to the Bermo Camel Riders. Not that great. Berber Nomad's nice, and the Salty Camel. And we do have the Sudanese, which can give you access to the Sudanese Dervish, and as well as a pair of mercenary units, the Askari and the Sinar Horsemen. Both players have deployed out trade post. I wonder if that's actually a custom name there. Probably is a custom name. Either way, red does look down the local doggo and steal his sticks. And there is a monument here, an obelisk pointing to a hidden treasure worth 75 wood. Those are 75 wood there. It looks like stone to me. The Dutch now has a shipment available. Not going for shipment. We do have 1v1 STD. Sexually transmitted disease. Ah. Well, let's see how well it does. And will he revolt? Most likely. He does have villagers, hacienda, cathedrals, villagers, wood, coin, insurgents, soltieros, chincos, Rilos, Renegade, Navajo, wood coin, soldados, dragoons, soltieros, chincos, cavalry combat, guerrilla tactics, falconets, and Toscano cuirassiers. Not aging up at the moment. Dutch has left the deck as well. And and Klaus slash aka Tars is a very good Dutch mate. So maybe that's a good map. Oh, they broke the monument. You monster. Oh, so that's where the wood is. You break the hard exterior to get the nice, soft, chewy wood on the interior. We got villagers, bank, Dutch East India Company, more villagers, wood, coin, pikemen, infantry combat, team infantry hit points, advanced arsenal, church improvements, higher Irish brigadiers, wood coin, skirmishers, infantry combat, hussars, routiers, cavalry combat, heavy cannon, tulip speculation, factory. He is going for Dutch East India Company, which does make his banks have times 100% more health, as well as make it cheaper, and allow your envoys to build them. That makes your banks have 7,000 health, which is actually really stupid, honestly. That's just way too high. I think that entire card is pretty good, but I think the 100% increased health is maybe a little bit just stupid. I mean, I've seen weird plays where it's just like, oh, put banks everywhere to literally be a decoy. Because after all, even the good siege units, like pikemen, have trouble destroying them in Age 2. Trading posts now mainly being built there. If you go to over here, the Sudanese, you can only get the mercenaries in Age 3, so you can't go for them just yet. Is there some sort of unique research? 30% wood cost in hacienda is not half bad. Cavalry shock infantry gets additional armor, and the Red Sea wagons can be useful as well. We got now the Flox Kala now being put on the field, which give him a couple good cards just for revolts. Looks like wait. There's a lion and a boar. Is that the Timon and Pumbaa reference? A written record of philosophical problem-solving theory is Hakuna Matata. He just killed Pumbaa to get Hakuna Matata. Inspiring Flag just got deployed out right there. The Padre will protect it. We have proxy barracks next to the proxy hacienda now, upload them out. Red's going for a round of walls. He may be trying to turtle in. He's going for the Flox Textiles shipment, which will give him 2 settlers per hacienda, existing and new. Got another hacienda there, and the Red Sea Wagon as well. And he's using the Red Sea Wagon to spoil haciendas, so oh, that's interesting. The Red Sea Wagon's, of course, can build most structures, and so he just paid what? Let me just see. It was like there we go. He paid looks like 400 resources to get 1,200 in haciendas. That's not a bad trade. Granted, he did have to pay the structure itself, so it's basically 550 for 1,200. So a little bit more expensive there, but he still have access to the Sudanese in general, which the mercenaries could be useful in Age 2. Or Age 3. Or Age Revolt. You know the Mexican player is going to revolt. At some point in time. Another bank being pulled out. I hear grenades. Oh wait. That is a bank inside his opponent's base. We got the soldados trying to torch these banks down. For 7,000 health, 32 siege damage will take a bit of time. Going for more of the musketeers now, the soldados. Frontiersmen, seal traps, and shipment of villagers for the Mexican. The Dutch is eyeing for an age up, I believe. Looks like he had a pause for a moment, the red player. The Dutch has another shipment available. Looks like he's already gone for his Irish Brigadiers, or he doesn't have enough population for it, never mind. And now he's reaching up to the Exile Prince. He only has 200 population. Then just when he got a house or two. This is getting a house or two. This bank will go down. It will donate his opponent a large amount of experience. Looks like red-headed paws again. Dutch is now eyeing for some hunting doggos, going for some skirmishers now. He's realized he's fighting some chinkos, a heavy cav, which a bit of bonus damage, and a little bit of negative damage against heavy infantry. Bringing in some more chinkos now. He's going to kill the envoy. The envoy does complete the bank. Envoy goes down. The house for the Mexicans. Got at least a couple villagers onto this. Nope, these guys have collected up the gazelles. I'm gonna clean up more of the banks. We still got this bank over here. It's doing good. Good distraction there, but now got a round of routier now shipped on in. Of course, they're gonna be very favorable to the Chinkos. They do have 7.25 movement speed, which is faster than these Chinkos. And now got a round of skirmishers. We got standard skirmisher routier composition for the Dutch. Got a round of Saltieros, should be effective versus the Routiers. And looks like the Routiers are going to just engage in melee. They do have only 8 damage. Saltieros do have 8 damage as well with the multiplier, so they actually should be fine to fight in melee, but they're just simply outnumbered. And honestly, they should have just stood and fight. They were going to escape on out. They're footmen versus cavalry. What about the Dervish? The Dutch could eye for about the something student needs. He has Ascari, which are a musketeer. Against skirmishers not won't be useful. But Senar horsemen will receive bonus damage from the Routier, but they're incredibly heavy hit points, like 1,000 hit points. Maybe mixing a 1 or 2 in his composition wouldn't be half bad. Something for Routier to try to engage. Routier now trying to engage in melee mode. Their melee mode does not do less damage versus villagers, but they're going to be pinned to a corner. They do torch down the barracks, now going for the hacienda. Now the cow will soon be homeless. Haciendas do have a good amount of health to work with. And now got another round of Routier, as well as shipment skirmishers. The Mexican player is still not revolt, which is just really strange to me. Going for a shipment of saltieros and dragoons. Yeah. And the hacienda will go down. The Mexican player may want to eye for some falconets currently. Falconets, saltieros in a good composition. Falconets will report the saltier, the veteran skirmishers. And the skirmishers will also be effective versus the Routier, but the cannon will be just used versus skirmishers. My mind's starting to get scrambled right now. But now the Dutch sign for some halberdiers. Still trying to torch these banks down. In which right now there are 2 out of 5 banks alive, soon be 1 out of 5. Did a good job of cleaning those up. And now we do have the San Luis Patriots, which will give them access to 8 Chinkos. Also reduces the build time. Right now the Mexican player does have 41 villagers. His opponent has 25, not building any more villagers either. And doesn't really have a whole lot of banks on the field, so the Dutch economy is actually not that great at the moment. The Mexican player did a good job at destroying all those banks. Last bank is now under fire. More skirmishers being pulled on out. He's going for the guerrilla tactics, will give him access to... Nope, he's going for the falconets. Saltieros push way forward, gets good volume on the halberdiers. Halberdiers will offer good siege damage, he needs to keep them in reserve. And perhaps maybe torch down some of this other stuff. Taking out the housing is probably a good idea. It will put opponents at pop cap. So he gets a bit more wood, then he can revolt and get all the population housing he needs. As well as a good number of perhaps filibusters. More housing going down. More damage there onto the house. More saltieros. Falconets now shipped on in at time. Maybe get a good volley on his opponent's falconets. Does receive good volley there. Red lost a falconet. The other blues line up a shot there. Blue just lost one. Blue should be able to take out one more falconet. Does take out another falconet. Blue does both his falconets. Chinkos push way forward. Halberdiers trying to hit the Chinkos. Skirmishers or saltieros engaging. So gonna skirmishers here. Yeah, it's going for the Black Scarlet. He perhaps could go with a big button to take out some Jaguar warriors. Won't be much, honestly, if he used against the Routiers and Hussars and the the Halberdiers, but won't be very useful versus the Skirmishers or the Falconet. General has been redeployed out in the field. She's going to charge her way forward. Mexican players trying to lose some villagers, going for some soldados. Well, should not pull on a few. Another round of soldados pulled on out, as well as skirmishers. Of course, soldados will get hard countered by the skirmishers, but now these soldados are able to flank and bash the falconet down. That'll give blues a lot more breathing room. The explorers are going to get hit there, more soldados or salteados being put on the field, but now there's another group of forces here, routiers, skirmishers, and the falconet. More soldados being pulled on out. Trying some of these other structures now. A general has been brought back on up. I wonder what the Padre's at. General down. Another round of salteados. Red's meat is now taking time to regroup, but he has still a slim force in the field. We got more villagers, more routier, more skirmishers. It's not looking good for the Mexican player. He may want to get enough wood in order to revolt. I don't think he's only able to win this game at the current rate. He needs to do something drastic. These guys may be useful. We need some wood for them, however. 6 of the French cuirassiers could help him overrun the skirmishers, though the routiers still pose a threat to them. Go for a round of chinkos. The general's been brought back on up. Mexican player still has 36 villagers. General has been brought back on up. General's trying to bash down the falconet. Gains some good damage onto it. He does take out the falconet there. More salteados being researched. Going for veteran salteados. Chinkos probably get pulled on out. Which I do both say with what? Heavy cap, not just general cap. Yep, only bonus damage for heavy cap. Damage there. Chinkos could intercept some reinforcement, but these routier will cause some issues for them. Howdy. I have no idea what you typed. Routiers over here. And now we got the villagers going to be overran. Yeah, I think it's going to be end of the game for the Mexican. Padre's now engaging, but with the Padre will go down. Got one Chinko here to engage the skirmishers, actually getting some good damage. Chinko's being brought over here. Routier now trying to intercept the Chinkos. Chinko's being focused down by the routier. Dutch right now only has 31 villagers. The Mexican has 36. Still has more. The Dutch, last time I checked, had no more banks. But if the Mexican player can't deal with these forces, he will lose the game. Villagers not getting hit. Routier do 50% less damage versus villagers. That one does go down there. We've got a round of salteados being pulled on out, as well as from the nearby barracks right here. Also got another routier. Routier is now trying to engage the skirmishers in melee. More of the routier pushing over here with some more skirmishers. Salteados just trying to back on off, trying to stutter step away. General and Padre now engaging melee, getting some good damage on some of the routier. More skirmishers, more routier being pulled up by the Dutch. Mexican town center only has 5 villagers on the inside, so has 30 villagers working. The Dutch has 31 working, so the economies are very similar to say the least. Rising out, falling back, trying to get some reinforcements. Saltiero's trying to regroup. Mexican player does have a shipment available. And maybe go for the insurgents? No, they're getting harder countered by the skirmishers. If the insurgents can't drop on the route here, that may be a good idea, but probably a shipment of Saltieros or the Chinkos probably be best. They can't afford the other natives and mercenaries due to lack of wood. He's also lacking food right now as well. He's lacking all resources. Saltieros finding some of these skirmishers. They do have a little less range. But they are a bit cheaper. 660 versus... Actually, no. I'm not sure what the big advantage of the veteran Saltieros versus the veteran skirmishers, because it looks like they have less range, less damage. And they also have less anti-villager damage. By the way, they do get all deployed out there. Maybe the Mexican player could guy for inspiring flag for future defense, but he has started to stabilize. He has taken a lot of damage, however. The Dutch couldn't close out the game as all of his forces had no siege damage. Now got a big round of routier with some skirmishers right there. Mexican players going for the hacienda, has all 20 villagers on this hacienda. Not great food income, honestly. At 10.5 per second, they're basically 0.5 per second. They are just 4.5 per second, so that's not good food collection. But it is safe and can't go out on the map at the moment. He may want to eye for some mill research, but not really a possibility. He does get some wood. So he has some wood for the future shipments. And right now it's fighting more against the routier, so probably Renegade Navajo wouldn't be half bad. 10 Navajo Riflemen, I believe that's a skirmisher variant. Rifle guerrilla tactics may not be half bad. Hard to say what he should go for. He's also bringing some free villagers from one of the haciendas. The Dutch right now is bringing shipment villagers, rolling out more villagers, as well as some more skirmishers. Saltiero's getting pursued here. We've got a hacienda, and it looks like the Mexican player backs out of the game now. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.